Good morning to those of you who are here this morning with me live. Appreciate your being here. And for those who join later, good whatever time of day it is. So today's session is going to be broken up into 3 little chunks, and I am going to be putting them on my channel as playlists so that I'm queuing them up in order if you wanted to do the 3 together as a recorded thing later. So this morning is wake up yoga, and then we're going to do a yoga flow for a yoga break anytime you need it throughout the day. And the wake up one could also be anytime throughout the day. And then finally, a wind down yoga routine that you could use again anytime you need to kind of take it down a notch. So I hope you enjoy the ride, and I'm sorry for those of you who are here live, but you will have to start the next live stream after the 15-minute intervals. So for me, yoga is always about starting where you are. And since this is meant to be a kind of a pick-me-up kind of yoga, that might mean that you're feeling kind of low and slow. So let's pretend that you're actually still in your bed. So you could actually be in your bed doing these moves, or you can be just lying on your back somewhere. So just lie on your back and imagine, as we listen to this music, if you can hear it, that you're just waking up. So the sun is coming up, the singer is saying. And you might just take a full body stretch, the same way we do at the end of all our classes, but now we're just beginning. So pull your fingers up over your head. If there's not room wherever you are, you can bend your elbows and do it with bent arms, lifting your forearms up overhead. And bring your feet in the other direction, breathing in. Your eyes can be closed. Feeling the stretch across the front of your hips, opening up across your chest. And the singers are saying, it's beautiful to meet you. It's beautiful to meet the day. So sometime when you're exhaling, just let your knees bend and bring them into your chest. Give a little squeeze. And then you can put your arms out to the side, giving yourself a little stability, and just rock side to side. So very small movements first. The goal of this little 15-minute session is to start here and end up standing up and ready to go. So you can get your legs going a little further to each side. Feeling your core waking up a little bit too if you're doing it slowly and with control. And then one of these times, let's let the legs go over to the left, staying there, reaching your right arm out. You can let your left hand rest on your knees. And just stay like this, enjoying the opening in your chest, or you can just let your head rock side to side in addition, getting a little stretch in your shoulder and neck area. Letting your legs relax completely, feeling blood flowing from just that small movement earlier. And then let your head come to stillness if it was moving, and then roll back onto your back, and let your legs go all the way over to the right. Left arm extended out, right hand resting on your knees, if that feels good. And then just staying as you are, or moving your head again. Feeling yourself waking up. If your head is moving, you can stop it now. Roll onto your back again. Give a little squeeze. Now extend your left leg long and let just your right leg go over to the left. And then straighten it out. If you were in a bed with another person, you might be kicking them now, so you would have to adapt accordingly. And then bending your knee in, rolling back in, extending the right leg out long, left leg across your body, and then straighten it out. And coming into contact with the wall here. And then bending your knee back in. We'll go back and forth a few times like that, a little more fluidity. So bending both legs in, straightening one down and one over to a T. So you'll feel a little massage in your low back. Again, your core waking up a little bit. Maybe your eyes are open now because you have to see what the heck I'm doing. Just rocking back and forth. Stretching out. You can be doing whatever you like with your feet. Wiggle around your toes. So one more time each side. the left, and then over to the right. And then pulling in, squeezing again. Great, now lift your forehead up toward your knees. A little bit more each time. If you do plow pose and there's nothing behind your head that you're going to kick, you can go all the way over, toes to the floor above your head. And the next time you come forward, cross your legs, bringing your right foot in front for an easy seated pose. So sit up tall. And you might also need to do some ponytail management. So you can let your eyelids drop down again and just assess just that little bit of movement. Breathing in. You might feel a little uncomfortable if the right foot in front is not your normal way. Just notice that. And then you can let your eyes open. We'll take a little bit of a forward fold. Again, you're not really warmed up, although your low back, my low back feels really good from that rocking back and forth. Massaging the low back. So hinging forward, feeling the opening in your hips. And then coming up, switching. Now either you'll be more or less comfortable than before, depending on what's your normal side. Moving forward, and we'll go back and forth between that a few times. So you'll be noticing which side you're more comfortable with. Breathing in, exhaling. So now we're going to start to work with the breath a little bit to energize. We're going to do the same exact thing we were just doing, speed it up a tiny bit each time according to your needs, and letting your breath out through your mouth. So it'll be an inhale as you come up and switch your legs. Out you go. You can be continuing with a really slow pace or speed it up. Last one, let's end with the right leg in front again. Stay down wherever you were. You can let your head relax down. Feel the opening in the back of your head, back of your neck, back of your shoulders. If you have room to do so, you can bring your elbows around in front and feel the space between your shoulder blades grow bigger. Make it even bigger with your next inhale. And let your breath out slowly, mouth or nose, either way. And coming up on your inhale. Again, let your eyelids drop, just noticing. Let your eyelids open. So leave your left shin where it is and bring your right foot up and over to the outside of your left leg. Sitting up tall, so you're not hopefully rounding in your low back like this, but using something, maybe you want to sit on a cushion to allow you to have a little arch in your low back, because that's the natural curve of your spine. We're going to do a twist now, so we want to have that vertebrae stacked up safely. Take your arms out to a T, fill up with air, and as you exhale, pivoting toward the knee that's sticking up in the air, toward the right. Keep working around with your core muscles, and then use your back muscle to pull your right shoulder blade in toward your spine, opening up your upper right chest, placing your hand on the floor behind you. You can be flat on the floor if your arms are longer. I'm on my fingertips, and then keeping the twist in the core, looking over your right shoulder. Now you can use your left hand to help out, either your hand on the outside of your knee to come around, hugging your knee. Some people it's appropriate to take your elbow to the outside of your right knee, as long as you're not losing the arch in your low back, the natural curve there. So however you want to be working, you can try all the different arm variations. We'll be here for a few more breaths. And then if you had the cushion under you, you can move it out of the way because we're going to switch sides. Bring your hands around to the left. I've done this kind of move, pivoting on your toes. And now your right shin goes to the floor, have a seat, and your left knee is sticking up in the air and twisting around on your exhale. Digging into your left shoulder blade to open up your upper left chest here, and then whatever arm variation you like on this side. Only take your elbow to the outside of your knee because it enhances the pose, not because you think that's the way it's supposed to look. If you find something not good in your spine because of that effort, come back to here. I kind of like this one better anyway, because then you get a nice stretch in your outer thigh. A couple more breaths here, and just noticing the transition from when we were first lying on the floor to now, and it's been 10 minutes. And then undoing the twist here, bringing your hands around to the right, placing them down on the floor, coming, and now we'll stop in the straddle. So I've got this circular mat, so I can kind of be anywhere. I'm not sure where you're going to be on your mat right now, but you can pivot yourself around so that you have both feet on the mat comfortably. So fill up with air. We're going to move with the breath again. On your inhale, rising up. If the floor is not comfortably distant for you, then you can come onto blocks. So come up to above your deep stretch point, and then as you exhale, go to that point where you feel the stretch. And we're going to do that speeding up again a little bit. Now you're going to be going with your heart above your head, so just be careful about getting lightheaded. You can be speeding it up if you want to, and exhaling through your mouth a little more forcefully. So breathing up and in, exhaling. Take it faster if you want. The next time you're down, stay down. Shake your head out. Bend your knees. Place your hands above your knees and roll yourself up to standing. Breathing in as you get your head up to the very top. Take your arms overhead. I'm going to pivot around, but you can stay as you are. Just do a little, so keep your pretty wide stance here. Reaching your arms out so you're making like a big star shape. Spreading everything out from everything else. Breathing in. Then we'll take a little twist here. Bending both knees, coming off of your right foot as you go to the left. And then other way. So you're inhaling, coming through the middle. Exhaling to the other side. And then stop next time you're in the middle. Let your right hand drop down. Take your left arm up and over. Stretching here. Press into your left foot. And let's take the stretch to the other side. So your left arm comes up. You're pressing into your right foot and reaching over. And then coming back up. Arms overhead. Bring your feet underneath you. Hands touching overhead. Down the center. Pause at your heart. Breathe. So we've been moving for about a little less than 15 minutes. And I'm going to stop here. What I would have you do if you're doing this at home is just take a second in the next couple of minutes and just do a little self-assessment and figure out what else you need to energize up and to get where you need to be. So maybe you want to jump around a little bit, or maybe you want to do a forward fold, or maybe you're just going to bring your legs around or whatever. Practice a little bit of figuring out what it is that you need, and then you're able to give yourself this kind of get up and go anytime you need it, whether it's in the morning or at 3 o'clock in the afternoon or whenever it happens. Maybe you need to get revved up someday to go back out in the evening for an event. Okay, so I'm going to stop this live stream and then start the next one where we're going to do more of a actual yoga kind of movements, what I'm calling a yoga break that you can use anytime. So thanks for being with me.